And welcome to a special edition of Ben's Junk that'll leave you with the clap. I apologize in advance. So, at one point in last week's video, I made the following offhand comment.
The clapper is available at Woolworth, Walgreens, Eckerd, and participating True Value. Makes a great gift.
I may or may not have one of those things. Of course I have one. Now, if on the off chance you are not familiar with this product, this is, at least the box for, the clapper, which is a sound-activated power choke. And it's most commonly used to turn lamps on and off, or small electronics, small appliances. And of course, here in the US, these are just more of a running joke than anything else. They're first and foremost known for their commercials, which ran in various incarnations for at least 20 years. So with that, let us not only take a look at the original 1984 model of the clapper, but all the paperwork and even the original receipt for this particular unit. Now, a full disclosure here, the clapper and its packaging didn't change until sometime well into the 90s. Case in point, this particular unit was picked up just in time for Christmas of 1991. And again, I will show you the receipt for this. But on that note, instead of me just waving all this in front of the camera, I think this is going to be better served by a little montage of all that sweet, sweet 80s artwork. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Anyway, I feel like I owe it to everyone to note that these are still made, as of this episode at least, so early 2022. They're a little fancier now. For example, they have a VU meter of sorts on them now to measure the sound levels. And they've also gone the way of the Chia Pet, incidentally made by the same company, in that there seems to be an emphasis on novelty now. So, for example, you can get a Christmas Story leg lamp clapper, or most amusingly, a Bob Ross clapper, which, given his soft-spoken nature, seems a little contradictory to me, but whatever. Now, there was one item that I wanted to be able to include in this video, but I just couldn't find one. And it doesn't look like any have been on Fleabay anytime recently. But that item was called the clicker, intended for use in tandem with this, and it just is effectively a novelty clicker noisemaker thingy. Like a party favor almost. But the intent was really for those who, for whatever reason, disability, age, whatever, just can't let out a good authoritative clap. So, yeah, we'll have to settle for Benny Boy's notoriously inconsistent clapping here. Okay, down to business. So obviously this is the clapper, and it's really simple. It's just two outlets with a presumptive microphone of sorts up here. And I should note that I am not going to try and open this at all. There are no screws holding it together. It's all glued, and I have this awful feeling that I would totally destroy it if I tried. I mean, it is just cheap plastic and glue. So anyway, getting back to naming names, so to speak, here, we have what I assume are vents on the top and bottom, and some pretty good discoloration going on here. And then on the side, we've got the sensitivity wheel, which I've got just in the neutral position at the moment, so middle. So I can make it more sensitive or less, but let's just keep it in the middle for now. So aside from that, this will not accept anything greater than a polarized, non-grounded item. So the fancy two-prong stuff. And the numbers 300 and 960 watts appear respectively on these outlets. But despite this, on the instructions on the back here, it may or may not be readable. But it says to straight up not plug anything greater than 300 watts into this sucker. And given that I wasn't planning anything heavy duty for this, I don't think that's going to be a problem. So anyway, before I start doing demos here, I should mention that I did not test this out with anything greater than just a basic lamp and only by clapping, no other sounds. I wanted to save most of the tests. I want it to be as much of a surprise to me as it is to you. So with that, let's try out everything that's listed on the box. And yeah, we'll start throwing some sounds, not necessarily just claps at it, and we'll see what happens. And some of these tests I've been waiting a long, long time for. All right, let's start with the one that I can just about guarantee will fail. So one of the things they show on the box and in the commercial is turning your TV on and off. But those are all truly older TVs with spring-loaded power buttons or dials that you use to turn it on and off and change channels and such. My CRTs are both solenoid driven, so I think it'll turn off okay, assuming all this works. But turning it back on, I just don't think it's going to happen. But nonetheless, due diligence. All right, so at least I know the clapper works. And as expected, no TV. I heard it tick though. Nope. Well, we are over a month late for Christmas here, but it is one of the 4 things listed on the box, so I guess we ought to try it. I wasn't going to set up a full-blown fake tree, at least, with lights and everything. So we'll just have to settle for the old Douglas fir here. And unfortunately, my really demented one is in storage, so we'll have to settle for the good one. So let's see what happens here. This thing makes so much racket, I worry about it not turning back off.
Hi, I'm Douglas Fir.
And it shut itself off. And that's another thing, its own noise could shut it off.
Hi, I'm Douglas Fir.
Yeah, it seems to be triggered by its own noise. Alright, let me take a quick cut here and turn the sensitivity down. Okay, so we were at 50% sensitivity before, now we are at call it 25%. Let's see if it doesn't trigger itself now. Hopefully not. Uh-oh. I think I turned it down too much. Let's split the difference. Okay, splitting the difference between the first two tests.
Hi, I'm Douglas Fir. Up on a hilltop, reindeer paws. Up down the little Santa Claus. Down through the chimney with lots of toys.
It's definitely persnickety.
Hi, I'm Douglas Fir. Up on a hilltop.
Have to get kind of close for that. Okay, tape deck. Okay, let's try it this way. Stomping on the floor. Hey! Maybe not. Yeah. Okay, let's open and close the door, see what happens. Nope. Knocking. Yeah. Ow! Oh, I'm gonna destroy this before I'm done, aren't I? Okay, how about this? Hey! You! Yes! Might not work going off, though. Hey! You! Hey! Oh! Hey! You! Hey! You! Yes. Okay, to close things out, I want to conduct a little test that I've been wanting to do since the commercials were routinely running. So I've got the sensitivity turned all the way up, and let's just see what happens. So let me put my mic down.
Presenting a way to make life a lot simpler. The clapper. Turn on a lamp. Turn on the music. Turn off the TV. Use it anywhere you need a helping hand. Simple. Plug it in and insert the plug from just about anything.
Simple.
Clap on. Clap off. Clap on. Clap off. The clapper. Give it a big hand.
The clapper is available at Woolworth, Walgreens, Eckerd, and participating True Value. Makes a great gift.
Well, I've still got one more test up my sleeve. It's just for fun, so let me take a quick cut here and we'll do that. Okay, just briefly for fun. Yeah. Well, that's it for this Ben's junk. I will talk to you, or clap at you maybe, again soon. Or maybe not so soon. I'm a little raw from this one.
Insert the plug from just about anything.
Simple.
Clap on,